ramping up as tensions mount. This is the new globalist system where they even bomb their allies. And, of course, why is all this happening to the nuclear power Pakistan? Pakistan orders U.S. to leave airbase in fight over deadly NATO assault. Islamabad says U.S. must leave Shamsi base in 15 days after deaths of at least 24 Pakistani soldiers in mistaken attack. Pakistan has given the U.S. 15 days to vacate the airbase used as the key launch pad for drone strikes in Afghanistan in rendition for a mistaken attack and retaliation for a mistaken attack on Pakistani border outposts that killed at least 24 soldiers and injured 13. And that's happened, what, 3 times in the last year? American forces were told to leave the remote airbase recently given over to the U.S. after 9/11 following an emergency meeting of Pakistani's top civilian and military leadership late on Saturday. And why? Because the country is on the verge of total overthrow. And the globalists are doing a balance to enrage the radicals while they've been caught funding al-Qaeda in the country. That's come out. CIA guy trying to get nuclear material to people so they could frame the government. While at the same time, the government, via payoffs, tries to hold on to power and says, please stop. They're going to overthrow us. And they're like, that's the plan. And then we'll carpet bomb all of you and send in special forces to get the nukes. And we'll bring al-Qaeda in after that. And our public will give up their rights in fear of al-Qaeda. And the whole world's like, but that doesn't make any sense. You're the terrorist. Our public will not wake up to that. They've drunk deep of the fluoride. Continuing. The base was used heavily for launching the war in Afghanistan in 2001 and later served as the base for U.S. drone program, which bombs the Pakistanis themselves. Set in sparsely populated desert in the western province, it's a highly controversial within Pakistan for its association with drones, which go around killing whole villages and whole groups to kill, quote, one al-Qaeda. Continuing, Pakistanis burn Obama effigy and U.S. flag. Oh, they hate America. Yeah, it's so pathetic. That's why occasionally I try to go on Pakistani TV or radio when I can that have English-speaking language, because I can explain. You want to burn effigies of the Federal Reserve and the pyramid. We're occupied just like you. That flag and what it symbolizes, not what it's been appropriated for, would never do the things that are happening now. Down with NATO. They chanted down with NATO, Yankees go back. So, I mean, they know some of what's going on. Continuing, NATO braces for reprisals after deadly airstrike on Pakistan border post. Concerns the ISI intelligence agency uses suspected influence over insurgent groups to launch reprisal attacks. See? And now the globalists will probably attack themselves and say the government did it when it's on record that the al-Qaeda groups are globalist run. It's incredible. I mean, I have an article here in my stack. Here it is. Al-Qaeda terrorists. This is Paul Joseph Watson. Links to the Telegraph and other mainstream news admitting it. We'll show you a document cam of this bad boy. Al-Qaeda terrorist airlifted from Libya to aid Syrian opposition. Weapons and fighters sent to support overthrow of President Assad. And it goes through the whole report. I'll get to that later. But right now, let's go to your calls. Then I'll get into Ohio puts 200-pound third grader in foster care. Some will say, well, that child's too big. Once you give in to the nanny state, it's over. Because according to the Department of Education and others, they say if your child is 1% over body weight, in the future they will be taken. And what they say is regular body weight is basically chicken-necked. See, this is all about slavery, and this is a key, and then I'm going to go to your calls. Slavery never went away. The system now just enslaves everybody. And they set up weird little tricks and use morality against us. When you make drugs illegal, it puts money into it. It makes it popular. It makes it avant-garde. It makes it risque. Young people then want to use it. You have Hollywood advertise it as racy. Then the banks get an unofficial tax, tens of trillions globally, every few years in the aggregate. $500 billion a year alone in the U.S. in narcotics, on record. You then corrupt police, corrupt the society. But what is the drug war? You put chemicals out there While the very same bank's subsidiary drug companies put out hundreds of other, even just as deadly or more deadly, synthetic systems, and then you get addicted to that. And then when you get addicted and can't get it later, they imprison you for that. It's all puppet master behavior. And they're coming out with super drugs for total control now. That's what Philip K. Dick wrote about in A Scanner Darkly. That I, of course, am a minor thespian in a Richard Linklater film came out a few years ago with Tommy Pilata. The point is, watch that film and wake up. It's a way to enslave you. It's like putting corn out and deer come out and you shoot them and you say, they were eating my corn. They bring the drugs in, they profit from it, and then when you're stupid enough to use it, it's their excuse to imprison you. You know, I never told the whole story, but to tell it briefly and then go to break, and then in this little story will be the statement I want to make. Key little nugget that I've said before in different ways, but it's important. I'm driving along 3:30 Friday, going home early. I'm driving in the slow lane because I'm on the phone, talking to my wife. And I see the state police car parked in the median, totally dangerous, endangering everybody, reckless driving always. They all do it in the name of their, almighty dollar, revenue generation. Whips out behind me, pulls me over. I pull over, comes over to the passenger side, which they're doing more and more because they learned that's the #1 cause of their death before. Idiots. I still see them hanging their butts out in the street. Comes over, looks at me. And he says, I want your license and your registration and all this stuff. And I said, I know it's all on your computer. Go ahead and give me tickets. You know who I am. You just ran my license plate. Just give me tickets. Just revenue generate. But I go, you and your drug-dealing government are going to implode, and your family has no future. I want you to know that. And I started going into the whole DynCorp, Halliburton, child slave rings, Texas Youth Commission, everything. And I said, this is a joke. Illegal aliens are let go all day, and you let them go for drunk driving crimes. This is all about me being a fat sheep you're sucking off of. And he starts going, what's in that bottle? And I go, oh, it's all about me being the bad guy. It's a water, as it says on the bottle. What's in that tin can? Gee, you're looking right in here. You see it says water on it. All about how I'm bad, isn't it? I said, I want to look in your car. Government statistically is the most dangerous group. CPS is 17 times more likely sexually to abuse children, 5 times more likely other physical forms. I said, I don't like you. I go, you statistically are the most dangerous group out there. You statistically, government, are the #1 crime syndicate. I want to look in your car. And he said, all right, here's your warning about no license plate on the front of your car. Oh, he ran the tent on the side of the window. He went on and on and on looking for something. And then he was so embarrassed by it in the end, he gave me the warning, which is also a psych warfare deal, even though he hasn't been told. They're giving lots of warnings now to make people psychologically think before an even bigger revenue generation and nitpicking operation that you were warned. The point is they set all this up as an excuse to make us slaves and to get us to accept the fact that we're slaves through little fake procedural baloney systems. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
We all know that Berkey water purification systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey water filtration systems. The Berkey Light systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light system today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at goberkey.com. That's goberkey.com today.
Attention GCN listeners, do you have a Patriot on your Christmas list that's nearly impossible to shop for? How would you like the ability to get top-of-the-line, hard-to-find gifts at equally hard-to-beat prices without leaving the comfort of your home? Why fight the crowd? Simply log on to your computer for great gifts and deals for the off-the-grid enthusiast in your family. At offthegridchristmas.com, you'll find great prices on the most popular off-the-grid gifts available today. At offthegridchristmas.com, you'll find unbeatable deals on emergency backup power, herb and vegetable seeds, dehydrated foods, emergency evacuation packs, solar ovens, gun safes, and a host of truly unique stocking stuffers. In these hard times, why not give a gift that really counts? A gift that could truly make a difference. Go to offthegridchristmas.com and our Christmas video highlighting perfect gifts for the off-the-grid fans in your family. Unbeatable gear, unbeatable prices, no more searching. Offthegridchristmas.com. That's offthegridchristmas.com.
Hey everybody, Alex Jones here. If you're looking for the perfect Christmas gift, listen up. This will make your holiday shopping very easy. This year, give a seed bank from one of our oldest sponsors, Solutions from Science, to your friends and family. Here's why. The Survival Seed Bank will give any friend or loved one the ability to grow a full acre crisis garden of nutritionally dense, life-sustaining food. And the Survival Seed Bank is not just a box of open-pollinated seeds. It's an indestructible, waterproof seed bank that can even be buried if we face a real meltdown. And here's the best part. All the seeds in the Survival Seed Bank go through strict germination testing, so you can be confident you're not buying old seeds. Give a Survival Seed Bank this Christmas by going to survivalseedbank.com. That's survivalseedbank.com. Or you can call 877-327-0365 to give the gift that produces an ongoing supply of life-sustaining food.
The Genesis Communications Radio Network proudly presents The Alex Jones Show, because there's a war on for your mind.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back live. It's just such an epiphany for me. And I know it. I know you know it. But, you know, something you already know really hits you. That this system is consciously evil. It's got all these well-meaning people working for it. The average cop is like a hunter. They're just out hunting for infractions, and yeah, they know it's revenue, but if you don't do it, the whole system will become lawless, and oh, what are we going to do? The point is, when you are out there nickel and diming people for no reason and wanting to search their cars and stuff, while the whole government at the top is engaged in massive crimes, it is an abomination. It is a fraud. And that cop was going, what's in that bottle? What's going on here? What's going on there? And I'm just like, you're just trying to make me feel like I'm the bad guy. Subconsciously, probably. It's all about, and all these signs where the cops are standing there on billboards going, we're going out tonight. Don't drink and drive. And all the PSAs, it's all about how government cares about you. And government can be trusted, but you can't. And I'm just like, you know what? I don't even really speed anymore. I very rarely will be out on some country road and will open it up. And then I'm afraid of deer. I've got my children to take care of. I've got an operation against the globalists to take care of. So even though I like to drive 150 miles an hour, I don't even do that anymore. I don't even do it twice a year. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm good. You're bad. You work for a certifiable, verified tyranny. And they act like, oh, it's Obama doing it. Oh, it's Bush doing it. Those are nothing puppets. We've got a sick globalist oligarchy running our country. I'm going to stop ranting now and go to your calls. It's just, we're in trouble. It isn't going to get better. It's going to get worse. And those silly little police officers, they're having their future destroyed by this just like we all are. And I